Welcome to Hot Air TV. I'm Michelle Malkin, reporting from Fob Justice, home of the Big Red One. Today we're taking you on patrol with troops from Forward Operating Base Justice. We're riding along with Lieutenant Colonel Steve Miska, commander here and in some ways a kind of mayor of West Baghdad. We're heading for Khadimiya.
We are heading out into Old Town Khadimiya, vicinity the shrine. We won't get too close to the shrine because of the sensitivity around it. But we'll head out and talk to some folks on the street, see what's going on, and see what the atmospherics are like as the call to prayer occurs. The mix is always going to be a combination between what we call kinetic and non-kinetic operations. Ideally, you are doing them simultaneously, and over time we're able to minimize the kinetic operations and focus on projects and missions that are in support of the population and focused on the population. Because if we're providing jobs and we're providing essential services to the people, then we're creating an alternative that the insurgent is not providing, and we're winning. My activities tend to surround battlefield circulation, getting out and seeing transition teams, coalition forces, and Iraqi security forces in the battle space and see what they're doing, talk to commanders, as well as meet with key government, religious, and security force leaders on security matters. And I specifically try to focus on matters where we can provide security to underwrite initiatives that are focused on moving essential services to the population.
Hey, you mentioned jobs and services a few times. That sounds probably to folks back home like something that USAID or the Peace Corps ought to be doing. The Army is deeply involved actually in a humanitarian mission in the middle of a war zone here.
Yes. We integrate them as much as possible into our operations. I want to run down past this warehouse, and when we get up by this checkpoint up here, then we'll dismount wherever we see people. But I tell you, the density of interagency partners is not as great as we would like to see on the battlefield. We need more subject matter expertise along those lines. Alright, what I think the vehicles are going to need to do is they're going to go down and make a U-turn and come back and follow us, because we're walking straight.
Roger.
Alright?
Roger.
Okay. Dismount.
In Khadimiya, the troops leave their armored Humvees and proceed on foot. The aim is to check atmospherics, the mood and disposition of the local population. We're in the neighborhood of the Khadimiya Shrine, one of the holiest sites in Shia Islam. In the coming days, there will be a mass pilgrimage and celebration to mark Ashura.
We're going to wander around and talk to some folks and just see how things are going.
Iraqi Army soldiers like these ones at this checkpoint will have to provide security for the event. Today, the Iraqi Army troops accompany the Americans on a walk through Khadimiya. We stop at an outdoor clothing shop and talk with the workers. The shop is open, even in the drizzling rain, a small sign that the area is safe and normal life is proceeding. We move on to a local fire station, where the firemen complain that the Ministry of Interior doesn't provide uniforms or IDs that would let them get past checkpoints to fight fires. Like most local government facilities in Iraq, this fire station has its own private security. Our troops discover weapons here, including disassembled explosives. The firemen could have picked them up on the road to or from a fire, or there could be a more sinister explanation for their presence here. Fob Justice is keeping an eye on this fire station. The patrol moves on down the street. Here the shops are all open with fresh food and vegetables available. we find a chai shop.
Hearing what their issues are, hearing what they're concerned about.
Didn't take much to open up the fire department. I love chai. This is my 5th cup today.
They come from all across, even outside the door. Lemon
Yeah.
You need a tall guy.
But see, no, he scares me when he pulls his weapon out, so I don't let him take his weapon out of his holster. Yeah, so that's the best I got for security.
Don't worry, this is a very safe place.
Soon a crowd gathers around Colonel Miska and the troops enjoying chai and lunch. Some are curious to see the Americans. Others, like this teen standing between the interpreter and the Iraqi soldiers, may be spying for the Jaish al-Mahdi, Muqtada al-Sadr's Mahdi army. A block away, some of Colonel Miska's troops gather intelligence on jam from the locals. Out of nowhere, a group of plainclothes Iraqi police turn up. Someone told them that Colonel Miska is out on the street in their area, so they come out to talk with the American commander.
How are you? What's going on?
After a brief discussion, the policemen lead Colonel Miska to their headquarters. We pass through a canyon of streets closed to cars and even run across a small group of suspected militia fighters on the way. The police headquarters is a converted kindergarten. Here, Iraqi army and the private police work to keep the neighborhood secure. Over more chai, the Americans and Iraqis discuss security, Ashura, and cultural differences. Much of the unseen war in Baghdad looks like this. Americans and Iraqis meeting, discussing security and other issues, getting along. Trust takes time to build. A country takes time to rebuild. The country that Saddam broke will take a long time to rebuild. Progress will be measured in baby steps and tiny cupfuls of chai. Like Lieutenant General David Petraeus told the instant gratification crowd in the Senate yesterday, quote, "The way ahead will be neither quick nor easy," unquote. For Hot Air TV, I'm Michelle Malkin.